Uh-oh, today's mission looks tough. Don't worry, no soldier goes into battle without their armor. Belt of truth, check. Breastplate of righteousness, shoes of peace, helmet of salvation, sword of the Spirit. Wait, what's the sword of the Spirit?
The Word of God.
When we put on God's armor every day,
we're ready for anything. Now let's suit up and join God's army. Whew, training is hard work. Real soldiers don't get stronger by sitting around. And God's soldiers train too.
We train by reading our Bible,
praying every day, obeying God,
and loving others.
The more we train with Jesus,
the stronger we become for God's army. Ready to train? Let's go!
Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Hip, hip. Oh, I cannot believe that you guys still have that much energy after this hot day. You guys are just amazing. Give yourself a pat on the back. All right, well, we're still filing in a little bit. So while we're doing that, I'm going to just hand out some ticket bags, okay? Give everybody else a chance to get in here. So I have some ticket bags. O'Reilly. Is there an O'Reilly in the house? Airily, come on up. I'm sorry. I did not say that right. I have Clay Calderon. I know him. Clay Calderon, are you around? Come on up, buddy boy. And then I have an Emmy. There's probably more than one Emmy in the house. Here you go, buddy. Emmy, is that you? There you go. You're welcome. And then I have a Delijah. I don't know what that one says. If you're missing a bag, come see me afterwards. And then I still have an Avery. Avery? Is there an Avery missing a ticket bag? See me after service. Okay, I have a Holy Bible, a black one, a green one, and a pink one that says Ruby. Ruby, speak to me, Ruby. Is that you? Delijah, that looks like you. Is that you? I did get it close. Very cool. Is this yours? This one. Ruby. There. I don't know if you're Ruby, but there you go. All right, very good. Well, before we jump into singing, which is my very favorite part, we are going to ask some questions, okay? We're going to ask some questions. So actually, I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to think about those questions. There were some things we talked about, the big idea. We talked about what is truth, what's the definition of truth. We talked about a certain verse. So think about that for just a second, because I have a few announcements, okay? My first announcement is about Sandy. Have you enjoyed Sandy? Give her a round of applause. She is just amazing to come every year. So, 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. 1, 2, eyes on you. Sandy's head should not be pulled, okay? Don't pull her head off. It makes her very sad. So please leave her head intact. Yes, see, she's crying. So please leave Sandy's head on. Some of our younger campers are still trying to get used to Sandy. Hopefully, one of them is my daughter, so she will hopefully grow out of it by next year. But be gentle with Sandy. She's here for pictures, so enjoy that. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2 is tonight is our glow party. Hip, hip. All right, so I have a bunch of glow sticks that we have for our crew, and we are going to glow around the pond tonight, okay? So feel free to go through the snack bar line like normal. This is very important, so perk up your ears. Go through the snack bar line as normal, get whatever you want for snack bar, and then just bring it out. Hopefully you guys brought lawn chairs, your mom or your guardian brought lawn chairs, and you can set them around the pond, and we're gonna light up the pond tonight. Does that sound fun? I think so too. And moms, if you're just tuckered out, you just put those kids to bed. It's totally fine. They can glow in bed. Okay. It's been a hot day. All right. I have questions. I have questions. The first question is, what was our memory verse this morning? Right there, red hair. Say it loud, really loud. Ephesians, she didn't even hesitate. Ephesians 6:13. That girl gets a ticket. Good job. Okay, what was the big idea from our story? I'm going to give you a little bit of a hint, okay? It looks like you guys kind of know it maybe. God doesn't want your... Ooh, don't say it out loud. It's a secret. God doesn't want your... He just wants your... Okay, those are who are saying it out loud. I can't call on you. I see a blue shirt. Back. Yep, you. God doesn't want your... He wants your surrender. That's right. Let's say it together. God doesn't want your strength. He wants your surrender. I hope you put that away where you keep important things. All right. One more statement. Well, actually, I have a couple more questions. I want to give away a lot of tickets tonight because the prize store is going to be open after church. Truth is what says. Okay? Truth is what... Ugh, don't say it out loud. Truth is what says. Lexi? What who? Truth is what who says. Who is the only one who says things that are absolutely true? That's right. Give her a ticket. Very good. Truth is what God says. Okay. I have actually 6 questions now. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to know one piece of God's armor. One. Just one. I need a boy. I just had a girl. Back row, blue shirt with a black lanyard. What's one piece of God's armor? The sword of the what? Of the Spirit. Yes, good job. Give him a ticket. All right, I need a girl. That's one. I need another piece of the armor. Another piece of the armor. Kaylin. The helmet of salvation. Give the girl a ticket. All right. Oh, boys. Put your hands down. 1, 2, go. Ooh. Do it again. Put your hands down. 1, 2, go. Okay, orange shirt right back there. The shield of faith. Give the boy a ticket. All right, girls. Put your hands down. Ready, go. Oh, Carissa. Belt of truth. Very good. That's right. Truth is what God says. Don't forget it. Put your hands down. Ready, set, stop. Gotcha. Ready, set, go. Preston. Uh-oh, we already said the belt of truth. Do you remember a different one? That's right, the breastplate of righteousness. Give the boy a ticket. Is there a team? There you go. All right. Gracie, what's the last one? Do you remember? We've said the helmet of salvation, the sword of the Spirit, the shield of faith, the breastplate of righteousness, and the belt of truth. Ooh, don't say it out loud. What is it? The what? What's on my foot? Pew. The shoes of help her out. The shoes of the gospel of peace. Good job. Give yourself a round of applause. All right, very good. Okay, let's stand up. We're going to walk in the light. We're going to go that way first. It's a great day to praise the Lord. It's a great day to praise the Lord. It's a great day to and sit down. I know you're tired, but we'll let you sit later during the stories. Okay? Look at your neighbor and say, shh. Okay, we're gonna sing Onward Christian Soldiers. Practice your marching. Here we go. Onward Christian soldiers, marching as to war, with the cross of Jesus going on before. Christ the royal master leads against the foe. Forward into battle, see his banner. Let's march! Onward, Christian soldiers, marching as to war. With the cross of Jesus going on before. Very good. One more song and then I'll let you sit down. Woo. There's a great and mighty armor. Let's try it together. There's a great and mighty army. I said it wrong. There's a great and mighty army, in the earth today, dressed in splendid armor, they're in full array. The host of darkness trembles when we walk their way. There's a great and mighty army in the earth today. So let's shout, shout the victory, shout the victory. The enemy is under our feet. So let's shout, shout the victory, shout the victory. For great is our King, great is our King, great is the King of Kings. There's a great and mighty army in the earth today, dressed in splendid armor, they're in full array. The host of darkness trembles when we walk their way. There's a great and mighty army in the earth today. So let's shout, shout, shout the victory, shout the victory. The enemy is under our feet. So let's shout, shout, shout the victory. For great is our King, great is our King, great is the King of Kings. Let's shout. Here we go. So let's shout, shout, shout the victory, shout the victory. For great is our feet. So let's shout. So let's shout, shout the victory, shout the victory. For great is our King, great is our King, great is the King of Kings, great is the King of Kings. Look at your neighbor and say, that's some good singing. Very good. All right, I'm looking for my army recruit. Whew, I've been working with him. There's a lot to learn when you're in the army. Oh, here he comes now. Look how handsome he looks. Give him a round of applause. Well, Clark, it's so good to see you. I bet you're a little tired at this point in boot camp. Are you a little tired? All right. Well, today we are going to start. We're not just doing exercise. We're not just doing the preview stuff. Today we're going to start basic training, okay? So the things you really need to know when you're in the Army. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to learn how to march, okay? We're going to learn how to march. And then I'm going to have you teach our friends in your unit how to march, okay? So when you march in the Army or in the infantry, do you march like this? Is that how you march? Is that how you march if you've been out in the hot sun in 92-degree weather? No, when you march in God's army, you march like this. Can you do that? March in a circle for me, Clark. That looks pretty good to me. Very good. And halt. Very good. So when we're marching as a unit, I'm going to say certain words. So this time we're just going to march in place. So face your unit, and we're just going to do this. Left, 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 right, left. Help me out. Left, 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 right, left. Not yet, soldiers. He's going to lead you in just a second, okay? How'd that feel, Clark? Feels pretty good? All right, now we're going to learn something different, okay? All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to do left, 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 right, left. And then we're going to do left face. Well, I'm not very good at that one. Let's try it together, okay? So let's face our friends. Help me out. Ready? Go. Left, 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 right, left. Left face. Very good. Woo, you're good at that. All right, now we're going to try the right face. So as you guessed it, we're going to turn right, okay? See if you can do it. So face your friends. Are we ready? Here we go. Help me out. Left, 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 right, left, right face. Woo, that's hard, isn't it? Okay, we're going to do one more, Clark. This one's my favorite, okay? We're going to do left, right, left, and then we're going to do an about face, okay? Watch this. Left, 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 right, left, about face. Okay, do you think you can do that? All right, let's try it. Are you ready? Here we go. Left, 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 right, left, about face. Very good. I guess I should turn around this way and look at those kids up there. About face. Okay, let's have your unit. Clark, you're going to lead your unit in some drills, okay? So unit, let's stand up. He's going to lead you in just regular old marching, okay? Are you ready? Here, come on, Clark, let me give you.
Left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left. Halt.
Halt. Very good. Okay, so that's the first thing we need to learn. And then, Clark, the next thing we need to learn, you guys can sit down, is how to salute. Remember, I told you the most important thing is complete and total obedience to your commanding officer. Am I your commanding officer? No. Who is your commanding officer? God, that's right. So we're going to learn this salute. This shows respect, okay? So I want you to put your hand up like this, and I want you to snap it down just like that. Very good. We don't want to be lazy with our salute, even though we're tired. Okay, can you guys practice that? Ready? Put your hand up. And snap it down. Ooh, that looked pretty cool. Very good. All right, so we've learned our marching. We've learned our saluting. Now we're going to learn to stand at attention. Okay, so face your unit. All right, when your sergeant says, attention, you're supposed to put your shoulders back, stand up straight and tall, and don't smile. No smiling allowed. Okay, so everyone try that. Ready? Attention. No smiling. All right, try it one more time. Ready? Attention. I see smiles. Okay, very good. Now let's try one more thing. Clark, you tried this earlier. We're going to practice this again. I'd like you to lead your friends in some jumping jacks, okay? Can you lead them in 10 jumping jacks? Everybody stand up. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Halt. Attention. You guys would make great soldiers. Okay, have a seat. All right, Clark, it's time for your backpack inspection. So if you've received some important equipment, I've given you your helmet of salvation, I've given you your breastplate of righteousness, I've given you your shield of faith, your sword of the Spirit, your shoes of the gospel of peace. Now I gotta check your backpack. It's time. I gotta see if you got any extra weight in here. It's very important that you carry a light pack because you remember we could have an emergency at any moment. And I'd say, time to go into battle. And you have to be ready. Okay, Clark. Let's see what you have in this backpack here. Clark, is this pickleball paddle really necessary for battle? I think we better leave that one here. What even is this? It's a timer. Okay, well, I can see you needing that. I can see you needing that for drills. A checkerboard. You aren't going to have time for checkers in the army of the Lord. Are you going to throw this at the enemy? A Rubik's Cube? Are you kidding me? Soldiers don't have time for Rubik's Cubes. Oh, wait, there's more. I don't even know what that is. What's this? A puzzle. Are you going to throw that at the enemy? Bonk him in the head? And a pickleball. Well, Clark, there's only one. Now, what are these? More puzzles. Oh, he must think we've got a lot of time in our hands in the military, in the army of the Lord. Well, here's the deal. When you're in the army of the Lord, you can't be carrying around a bunch of extra weight. What could be things in your life that would be extra weight, that would bog you down and make you heavy? Raise your hand. These are ticket questions, and I can only call on people who aren't talking. Carissa, what could be something that would add extra weight as a Christian or a non-Christian, a pre-Christian? Yeah. Very good. Okay, what's something that could add extra weight? Something that's unnecessary in your life as a Christian. Let's see. Green shirt right there. Yeah. As a Christian, what's something that could weigh you down? The devil? Yeah. Temptation? That could weigh you down. What about the green shirt back there? Sin. Things that you've done that are wrong. That could weigh you down. It's time to take them out of your backpack. Give them to Jesus. Ask him to forgive you. Right here, gray shirt. Yeah. What's something that could be a weight as a Christian? That's okay. What about like games? Could games become a weight? Like if we played them too much and we skipped our Bible reading? Could that be a weight? Something like this? I think it could. What about money? You can put your hands down. Now I'm giving ideas. What about money? Could money become a weight that we're trying so hard to gain money that we can't fight in the Lord's army? Yes, it could. There are so many things, anything in life that weighs you down, it's got to go if you're going to be in God's army. I hope I didn't break it, but it's time for it to go. Okay, Clark, I'm sorry you don't have much left in here, but there you go, soldier. You're a good private. You keep it up. Keep up the good work. Give him a round of applause. All right. Okay, at this point, I have a very special friend who is coming. Actually, it's my husband. His name is Mr. Tim, and he's going to come do a skit with you guys. Give him a round of applause.
All right, so you know how this works. We need some help. Let me get this untangled here. All right, so I need a few volunteers to help us out tonight. Carson, go ahead and come up here. He's going to help us out tonight. Let's see. Let's do, let's see. How about, I need Okay, yeah, right here on the end. Yeah, you go ahead and you can come and help me. We can use a couple of girls probably. Let's see. Okay, Gracie, why don't you come help me? Yep, come on up here. All right, let's do at least one more girl. Okay, yeah, Kaylin, why don't you come? Not Kaylin. I'm sorry, I said the wrong. Carissa, yeah. You come and help me. And let's do maybe one more boy. Okay, let's do all the way near the back in the green shirt. Yep, right there. You come up here and help us. All right, give us just a second. We'll be right with you. All right, so. Sorry, they're addicted. Come here, bud. I don't know why. Okay, so we're going to do the story of David and Goliath. Okay. But all right, I think we're ready to go. Our story takes place in the little town of ICHA Gulch. ICHA Gulch was a peaceful little town. The townspeople loved their quiet little town. They would throw horseshoes. All right, you just here, come here. All right, stand this way like this. All right, back up just a little bit. You're way too close to be throwing horseshoes at each other, okay? All right, so throw some horseshoes at her, and then she's going to throw them back. So they would throw horseshoes. They would rope horses. Twirl the rope. Real big. They would argue over who made the best chili. Say, my chili's better than yours. No, say it real loud.
My chili's better than yours.
My chili's better than yours.
Are you going to take that?
My chili's better than yours still.
Okay. They argued over who made the best chili. Life was peaceful in the little town of ICHA Gulch until one day an outlaw rode into town. His name was Big G. Come on, Big G. Ride your horse. No, you're riding a horse. Big G rode into town. He started making fun of the townspeople. He started laughing at them. The townspeople huddled together. They huddled together. Real close now. You're not throwing horseshoes anymore, okay? All right, they huddled together. The audience started to boo at Big G. Okay, it was a real, I forgot it was a real short boo, just one short boo. The end. The townspeople, they were afraid of Big G, and so they tried to hide behind their horse. Find a horse and hide. One of the townspeople pretended to be a cactus. Everyone was terrified of Big G. That is, until a skinny little ranch kid named Little D came into town, riding on his donkey. His donkey bags were packed with biscuits and beef jerky for his brothers. He looked around and he said, "Why is everybody hiding?" The townspeople said, "Shh, that's Big G over there. He can outshoot anybody." One of them said one time he even scared a rattlesnake into apologizing. David scratched his head. He said, "That's it? You're afraid of Big G because of that?" I ain't scared. Just then, David was about to take off after Big G, but Sheriff Saul stopped him. Go stop him, Sheriff. He said, "You can't fight Big G in those clothes. You got to wear something fancier." You see, Sheriff Saul had a 10-gallon hat on his head. His hat was so big it made his head droop to the left. He said, "You got to try on my hat." He put it on Little D, and Little D's head also drooped to the left. He said, "You got to try on these big boots." He took off his big boots. He gave them to Little D. Little D put on the giant boots. He tried to walk. He stumbled around and he finally fell. He quickly took off his boots. He gave them back to Sheriff Saul. He quickly took off the 10-gallon hat and gave it back to Sheriff Saul. Sheriff Saul, yeah, you got it. His head started to droop to the left. The other left, there you go. Little D said, "Sheriff, I'm afraid I can't accept your fancy clothes. I got this little slingshot here in my back pocket. I think it's going to get the job done." And so the sheriff stepped out of the way. Just then, the church bell rang. It was high noon. The whole town gathered around. Little D and Big G faced off. Big G stared down at Little D. He said, 10 paces. Little D said, "That'll do." They stood back to back. You better scoot this way. You're going to run out of paces. Yes, there we go. They stood back to back. The audience started counting the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just then they froze. And then they spun around. Big G scooted over this way so everybody could see him. And then he pulled out his 2 revolvers and started to spin them around his finger. David quickly got his little rock and he put it in his sling. He started swinging the sling around his head faster and faster and faster and faster. He just stood there for a moment, swinging, swinging, swinging. His swinging motion made Big G start laughing. He laughed hysterically. He'd never seen anything so funny in his whole life. He said, "What's wrong with you, boy? You think you can beat me with a little rock?" Little D said, "Yes, sir." Big G said, "No way, Jose." Little D said, "That's not my name." Little D finally let go of the rock that was in his sling. It flew through the air. Time stood still. In slow motion, the rock hit Big G in the forehead. He started to wobble around. He started to spin. He finally came crashing down. There was dust everywhere, and then there was silence. There was silence. David tiptoed over towards Big G. He picked up Big G's hat, which was even bigger than Sheriff Saul's. He put it on his head. It made him fall down. all of the townspeople started cheering. Big G was dead. And in unison, the townspeople let out a big yee-haw. God wins. And everyone went back to their seat.
Oh, give the actors and Mr. Tim a big round of applause. Well, I think that Mr. Tim has a very good imagination because some of those details aren't quite in the Bible, are they? Not quite. But there was a little boy named David. Do you remember that story? There was a little boy named David, and did he go into battle with a sword? Did he go into battle with a spear? What did he take into battle? Raise your hand. Right here, blue and white shirt. A slingshot and what? A rock. 5 rocks, and he only used 1. Yeah, she needs a ticket down here. Miss Deb, can you give her a ticket? Very good. So, I sense a common theme. Do you remember day 1 story? Remember Gideon? He was scrawny. He had scrawny legs. He had scrawny arms. He came from a small family who wasn't very important. And he wasn't very important. He was the smallest one in his family. And yet, remember, the angel of the Lord said, "Hail, mighty warrior." And he defeated the Midianites with 300 men. Do you remember that? Do you remember Naaman? You remember this guy? You thought he was pretty cool? But God used a muddy river to heal him of his weakness. Do you remember? Unexpected. It doesn't make any sense. And do you remember this morning? Do you remember that guy with the silly name? What was his name? Jehoshaphat. That's right. Do you remember who was at the front of his army? Raise your hand. Katie. The who? The musicians. Now, who puts the musicians at the front of the army? Well, Jehoshaphat did. And here's the deal. God wants us to make sure that we know that it's not our strength, it's not our muscles, it's not our good ideas that win the battle, but it's His power. Is that right? Or is that right? Hip, hip. All right. So here's the big idea. This is a long one, so I want you to listen because this is going to be a ticket question tomorrow. God is preparing you now for whatever job He has for you in the future. Train as a good soldier, okay? Repeat after me. God's preparing you now for whatever job He has for you in the future. Train as a good soldier. Okay, we can do a little better on that last line. Listen first. Train as a good soldier. Very good. All right, I have a friend. Her name is Brianna, and she's coming to teach us our verse. Okay, listen. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Make sure that you're very quiet. Children who are talking have to give up tickets to their teen helpers, okay? So listen very carefully to Miss Brianna as she teaches us our verse, okay?
Who's ready to learn your verse tonight? That sounded kind of quiet. Who's ready to learn your verse tonight? That's what I thought. I'm going to read over the verse a couple times because it is a little longer tonight, and then we're going to play a game. It is 2 Timothy 2, 3, and 4. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. That has a lot of hard words, doesn't it? Okay. Who thinks the girls are going to be louder? Who thinks the guys are going to be louder? Yeah? Okay. Okay. You guys got to be very quiet for the girls, okay? All right, you ready, girls? We're going to say it all together. Ready? 2 Timothy 2, 3, and 4. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. Good job. I lost my place there. Okay, boys, are you ready? Okay. 2 Timothy 2, 3, and 4. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. Good job. Okay, I need everyone to be very quiet. Shh. Okay, we're gonna play a game. I've asked Miss Natalie to help me pick some helpers. We're gonna use this dice. And I have some things written down. And if you wanna show the numbers as I go. If it lands on 1, we're gonna say the whole verse while standing on one leg. How's that sound? Good? Okay. And if it lands on number 2, this is an army, so we're going to say it with our sergeant voice. And if it lands on number 3, we're going to start running in place while we say it and see if we can say it while running in place. And if it goes on 4, just the boys are going to say it. And if it's 5, the girls are going to say it. And if it's number 6, we're just going to march in place like an army, okay? All right. She's going to pick our first person. All right, give it a big throw and roll the dice. 4, okay. Just the boys are gonna say it this time, okay? But you don't have to scream, just say it as you can, okay? Are you ready? 2 Timothy 2, 3, and 4. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. Good job. He can re-roll it. 3. All right, you guys are gonna stand up and you're gonna run in place while you say it. Can you do that? Okay, let's try it. Start your little jog. Can you do it? Okay. 2 Timothy 2, 3, and 4. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. Good job. We'll do 3 more. Just the girls are going to say it this time. Can you guys do it? Okay. All right, let's go. 2 Timothy 2, 3, and 4. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. Good job. Okay, are you ready? You guys are an army, right? We need your best marching. Stand up. Start marching. Ready? Let's say it. 2 Timothy 2, 3 and 4. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. No man that warreth entangleth himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who hath chosen him to be a soldier. One more. Yep. Four. That's okay. We've already done that one. Do you want to re-roll? 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Two. Okay. This one is the deep voice or sergeant voice. Do you want to come up here and help me with this one? Do you have your best deep voice? You can come up here if you want and help me. No? Does anybody have a deep sergeant voice that wants to help me? Preston, do you want to come up here and help me? Okay, come up here on stage with me. All right. You're going to get the mic, okay? You got to say it in your deep voice, okay? I'll say it with you. Hold the mic. There you go. Ready? 2
Timothy 2.
We need your strong sergeant voices, okay? 2 Timothy 2. Good job. Okay, good job, guys. At this time, Miss Julia is coming back.
All right. Thank you, Miss Brianna. Okay, at this point, we've come to my favorite part in the service, but I need it completely quiet. Look at your neighbor and say, shh. Okay, I want you to raise your hand if God has taught you, or something in this camp so far has taught you something new about the Lord or about being a soldier in the army of the Lord. Just raise your hand. Well, that's exciting. Very good. So I want to use that as our praise tonight, that God is teaching you things about being in his army. That's going to be our praise. Raise your hand if maybe you brought a need to kids' camp. Okay, I realize that kids have things that they struggle with. Does the devil ever tempt you to take something that doesn't belong to you? Does the devil ever tempt you to tell a lie to your parents? Do you have a tough situation you're facing at home? That's a need, and you can bring it to the Lord, and you can lay it at his feet. Does anyone here have a need? Something they're sad about, something they're concerned about, something you want God's help with? I do. I'm raising my hand. All right, I see those hands today, and God sees them too. That's going to be our prayer request. I wish I had time to take prayer requests from each and every one of you, but we are going to take this time to sing our prayer song, and we're going to give those burdens to the Lord, okay? Those things that are troubling you, that make you sad, we're just going to roll them over on our commanding officer, because he has wisdom to deal with them. Let's sing our prayer song. It's about faith. When you leave here, I want you to leave with faith in your heart that God will do what he said he will do. Let's sing this together. I'll let you sit if you sing nice and loud. Here we go. They say this mountain can't be moved. They say these chains will never break. But they don't know you like we beautiful. Keep singing from your heart. We know that hope is never lost. Take it up. For there is still an empty grave. God, we believe no matter what, there is power in your name. Sing it again. So much power in your name. Stand up and sing it with me. Move the immovable, break the unbreakable. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. From the impossible, we'll see a miracle. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. Move the immovable, break the unbreakable. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. From the impossible, we'll see a miracle. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. Bow your heads, close your eyes. Let's talk to the Lord. Jesus, we're just so grateful. We say that every service, but we are. We're just so grateful that we can be here tonight in your house, worshiping your holy name. You are so worthy of our praise. We lift up our hands, we lift up our voices, and we just want to tell you how much we love you. We just want to tell you how wonderful we think you are. We just want to tell you thank you for how you've been with us in these services. And we want to thank you for how much you love kids, that you think they are a vital part of the body of Christ and the armor of the Lord. And I thank you for that today. I praise you for each and every child who's come here, and each and every mom and dad and youth worker who's sacrificed time, money, comfort. It's been hot, but Lord, they've done it. And we're so grateful, and we pray that it's not in vain. I pray that you would just change the hearts of these young people, that you would save them through and through, and that you would use them for your glory. Lord, you saw the hands tonight. You saw the hands of the ones that have learned something about being in your army, and we praise you for that. And then you saw the hands of those who have things on their minds and on their hearts that maybe are weighing them down, like the things in the backpack that just tend to drag us down. Maybe it's guilt, maybe it's sin, or maybe it's just something sad they're facing or something they're concerned about, maybe a friend who's not serving you. And we just want to roll that over on you. We just want to take it out of that backpack and give it to our commanding officer and say, Lord, here it is. We surrender to you. We don't have anything that is worthy, but we just give you our burdens, and we just give you ourselves, and we surrender to you. And I pray that each and every one of us would do that tonight. I just ask that you would help us in the remainder of this service. We give you all the praise. You are so worthy. In Jesus' precious name we pray. Amen. You may have a seat. We have come to another very important part of the service. I do not have offering totals from this morning, but I would love to have those. So at some point, maybe somebody could get me those so we can see. I'm very concerned. Oh, my word. Okay, boys. You better cheer now, because I just have this feeling that the girls know some really rich people. And they might even be in this building tonight. You just never know. So, for those of you in the wings, here's what's going to happen. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Here's what's going to happen. When the girls win the offering, I am going to go out and find a big old bucket, and I'm going to put some dirt in it, and I'm going to mix water in it, and I'm going to get it all slimy and slurpy and yucky and muddy, and then I'm going to smear it all over Mr. Tim's face and in his hair and in his ears. It's gonna be great. Hold on. If the outside chance that the boys know some rich people with really deep pockets, then Mr. Tim is gonna very kindly put a little bit of mud on the end of my nose. That's what's gonna happen. So we're gonna see how it goes tonight, okay? So let's stand up. We're gonna sing God's Got an Army, and if you have offering and you're on the front row, you get to go first, okay? We'll go row by row. Here we go. God's got an army marching through the land. Deliverance is our song with healing in their hand. Everlasting joy and gladness in their heart. And in this army I've got a part. Sing it again. God's got an army marching through the land. Deliverance is their song with healing in their hands. Everlasting joy and gladness in their hearts. And in this army I've got a part. Take it up. God's got an army marching through the land. Deliverance is our song with healing in their hands. Everlasting joy and gladness in their heart. And in this army I've got a part. And God's got an army marching through the land. Deliverance is our song with healing in their hands. Everlasting joy and gladness in their hearts. And in this army I've got a part. And in this army I've got a part. Okay, don't sit down. Don't sit down. We're going to sing I'm in the Lord's Army. I want you to sing it in your most beautiful voice. Here we go. Ready? I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fight in the enemy, but I'm Lord's army. Yes, sir. I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir. I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir. I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly near the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir. All right, have a seat. Thank you, helpers. All right. Miss Rebecca is getting ready to tell us our continued story and then the much awaited awards. We're going to go right into that. I didn't have that in the order, but we're going to go right into the awards, okay, as soon as she's done with her story.
I know there's lots of grown-ups joining us tonight, so I'm going to give you a quick recap. We have been hearing the true story of Alvin York, who lived in the mountains of Tennessee, and at first he was a very wild man. He did a lot of awful things that were wrong, but one day a preacher came to his town and he got saved. And God turned his life around from somebody who was wicked and fighting and drinking, all these terrible things, to somebody who was serving the Lord. And he felt like God had called him to peace. Well, one day he received a letter from the United States government saying that he had been drafted to war. And he felt a little bit of conflict in his spirit because he felt like God had called him to peace, and now he was being asked by the government to kill people in a war. And so he tried to be a conscientious objector, and he was denied. And so he prayed about it, and he felt like God clearly showed him that it was good and right for people to do their best to protect others in the name of peace, and that if it came down to it and he had to take a life, he would be doing it to protect his family, his friends, and his country, and that God was okay with him doing that. So Alvin York went to war, and there's one important thing I forgot to say. Can somebody raise their hand and tell me what Alvin was really good at? You know what? You just can all say it on the count of 3. Ready? Yes, he was very good at shooting. And so Alvin York was the best shooter in his unit. And we left off today with Alvin was in a little bit of danger. Him and his buddies were on the front line in France, and he had realized that they were surrounded by German soldiers. When we left Alvin, there were men marching towards him, German soldiers marching towards him with bayonets, ready to charge and to take his life. Alvin watched as they got closer, and he thought about something from when he was back home in Tennessee. He thought about turkey hunting. And he remembered that when he was hunting turkeys, you would always start shooting them from the back, and those turkeys wouldn't notice at the front, and the rest would keep coming towards you, and you could just keep shooting all of them. And this is the strategy that he decided to try with these soldiers. Alvin York's finger squeezed the trigger. The last German soldier in the charge fell, and the others didn't see it. They kept coming just like those turkeys used to. Alvin again aimed his gun. Another soldier fell. Another soldier fell. And just like that, he began taking out these enemy troops. Alvin worked his rifle like a machine, shooting from back to front, just like hunting turkeys. The German soldiers in the front had no idea their buddies behind them were dropping. They just kept charging. But then Alvin's rifle clicked empty. 10 soldiers were still coming. 5 yards away, bayonets raised, screaming. Alvin dropped his rifle and drew his pistol. It was a Colt .45 automatic with 7 bullets. Pop, 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 pop. 7 shots, 7 soldiers fell. The remaining 3 Germans skidded to a stop, their eyes wide with shock and fear. They looked at Alvin. They looked at their fallen comrades. They looked at each other. Suddenly, they turned back and ran up the hill. But Alvin wasn't done. He reloaded his rifle and with shaking hands kept shooting. Every shot count. He remembered, just like his dad taught him, to shoot well. Every shot hit its mark. German soldiers fell. Machine guns went silent. The entire ridge was in chaos. Up at the top of the ridge, a German officer with a thick mustache and an Iron Cross medal on his chest watched in disbelief. One American soldier had just destroyed his entire defensive position. It was impossible. It was insane. It was over. The German major stood up, raised his hand high in the air, and shouted in broken English, "Stop, stop, we surrender, we surrender!" And just like that, it was done. Alvin kept his rifle trained on him. "Tell your men to drop their weapons. Come down here, now!" The officer barked orders in German. One by one, German soldiers emerged from their positions with their hands up, weapons dropped, faces pale with shock. They walked down the ridge towards Alvin. He started counting. 10, 20, 30, 50. They kept coming. Alvin's eyes went wide. How many were there? Finally, they stopped, and Alvin did a quick count. 132 German soldiers stood in front of him, hands raised, defeated. The German major walked up to Alvin and looked him in the eye and said in careful English, "You are a very brave soldier." Alvin nodded. "Well, you're a brave soldier too, Major. Now, I need your help. We got to march these men back to the American lines. You speak English, you keep your men calm and in line, and we'll all get through this alive. Deal?" The major nodded. Alvin organized the prisoners into a long column. He put the major at the front, and then he did something that shocked everyone. He walked at the back of the line with his rifle ready, herding all the German soldiers like a bunch of sheep. "All righty, boys," he called out. "We're going to march nice and slow back to our lines. No running, no funny business. Just walk steady and we'll all be fine." They started marching through the forest. But they'd only gone 100 yards when more German machine guns opened fire from another ridge. The prisoners panicked, screaming, trying to scatter. "Stop!" Alvin York shouted, but they couldn't hear him over the gunfire. Alvin ran to the front of the column and grabbed the German major by the collar. He looked him dead in the eye, and he faced inches away, his voice deadly serious. "Major, tell your men right now to march straight and quiet or we're all dead. You understand me? All of us! Right now! Get him in line!" The major saw something in Alvin's eyes, and it was something he understood. Somehow or another, they had an understanding. It wasn't hate, it wasn't anger, it was absolute authority. This American soldier meant what he said, and more than that, he was right. The prisoners scattered, the German guns would kill them all, and friend or foe alike, they wouldn't make it out. The major turned around and shouted something in German Alvin couldn't quite understand. The prisoners stopped panicking, they got back in line, and they marched. Alvin kept his rifle ready, but he also kept his eyes on the major. In that moment, there was something between them that was like mutual respect. They were enemies, but they were also soldiers who understood duty, honor, and the desire to keep their men alive. The machine guns kept firing, but the column kept marching. Bullets zipped overhead, shells exploded nearby, but Alvin kept them moving. Calm and steady, they kept going. Finally, after what felt like hours, but was probably only about 20 minutes, they emerged from the forest into American lines. American soldiers stopped and stared as they marched by. Their jaws dropped. Their eyes went wide. One private whispered, Is that York? How many prisoners is that?" An American general came running over, his face a mixture of shock and disbelief. "Corporal York, what in the world? How many prisoners do you have?" Alvin snapped to salute. "Sir, I'm not exactly sure, but I think it's around 132, give or take a few." 132? The general looked at the long line of German soldiers, then back at Alvin. "How many men did you have with you?" "Well, sir, I started with 17. I lost most of them in the first attack, and I took these prisoners mostly by myself, sir." The general's mouth opened and closed like a fish. He couldn't find words. Finally, he said, "Corporal York, this is the most extraordinary thing I've ever seen. You single-handedly captured more prisoners than some entire groups, but you took out machine gun nests that were slaughtering our troops. You just won the battle by yourself." Alvin York shook his head. "No, sir, I didn't do it by myself." "What do you mean? Who was with you?" "Sir, it wasn't me. God's got an army, and I'm just one soldier in it. He was with me every step, every shot, every decision. It was him, sir, not me." The general stared at Alvin for a long moment. Then he slowly nodded. "Well, Corporal, I think God chose the right soldier for the job." Word of Alvin York's incredible feat spread through the American army like wildfire. Soldiers who never met him talked about him in hushed, amazed tones. Officers studied what he had done, trying to understand how it was possible. Newspapers back home got the story and printed it on the front page. "Tennessee man captures 132 Germans single-handed." But Alvin York didn't care about fame. He just wanted to go home. The war ended a few weeks later. Alvin York was awarded the Medal of Honor, the highest award that America will give a soldier. He was a hero, a legend, a celebrity. But would the fame change him? Would he become proud and rich and forget where he came from? Or would this humble mountain boy who loved Jesus stay true to who he really was? We'll find out the rest tomorrow. All right, you guys are good listeners. Give yourself a pat on the back for listening so well. I really like this story. It's a fun story to tell. We have some pretty exciting things that are about to happen. Again, grown-ups in the room today, these boys and girls have been competing to see who's the fastest, the strongest, the quickest, who can throw a softball the farthest. And we have some awards to give out. So here's how this is going to work. I am going to read off the awards, and I want you to come up on this side of the stage point to the side of the stage you're walking up. Thank you. And then you're going to go over here once you have your ribbon, and you can stand right there. And if any grown-ups want a picture, you can take a picture of that category, and then they'll go sit down. And by category, I mean we'll do like all the dashes, boys and girls. Anyway, you'll see as we go through it. I do need, Lauren, do you mind to come help me with these ribbons? So the first category that I have is for the 30-yard dash and the 40-yard dash. And when I call your name, you're going to come up on this side, okay? And we're going to make sure you get your ribbon. Girls 3 to 4, 30-yard dash. Third place, Maddie Horde. Second place, Ruby. First place, Talia. Girls, come up. Let me just make sure they get that. Boys 3 to 4, 30-yard dash. Third place, Brady. Second place, Titus. First place, Cash Waters. So if I call your name, just come up, okay? I'm going to go ahead and do the 40-yard dash. 40-yard dash, boys 5 through 6. Arthur got third place. Second place is Cliff Stetler. And first place is Preston Cole. Okay, guys, and you can go stand over here, get your ribbon, and then go over there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and announce the girls 5 and 6 in the 40-yard dash. Third place was Raylan. Second place was Brenly Rice. And first place was Alex H. Okay, tell me your name.
Alex.
Brenlyn? Where's the boys? Okay, thank you. Okay, you girls can go stand right there. All right, boys, come this way. Come this way. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and announce the long jump winners. So this is long jump, boys 10 through 11. You girls can be seated, okay? You can go sit down. Thank you. Long jump, boys 10 through 11. Third place is Isaac Oakey. Second place is Jaron Bernard. And third place, I'm sorry, I read those backwards. Third place is Isaac Oakey. Second place is Jaron Bernard. First place is Clark Calderon. Okay. Girls long jump, ages 10 to 11. Third place is Olivia Baker. Second place is Kinsia McCourtney. And first place is Brianna Bell. Okay, guys, get your ribbon and come this direction. Come this direction. There's the girls. Long jump, boys 7 to 9. Third place is Benjamin Baker. Second place is Asher McCarthy. And first place is Corbin Vogels. Raylan. Okay, boys, go this way, go this way. Boys and girls, can you point to the side of the stage you come to? And then you walk across and go off. Okay, thank you. All right, girls long jump, ages 7 to 9. Third place is Chloe. Second place is Nevaeh. And first place is Sophia. All right, the next category I have are the 50 and 100-yard dashes. And there are some people who placed in both. And it was a hot day, so this is amazing. All right. Girls 100-yard dash, third place, Robin. Second place, Shania. And first place, Sophia. Boys 100-yard dash, ages 7 to 9. Third place, Asher. Second place, Bryson. First place, Oliver. Girls 50-yard dash, 7 to 9. Third place, Robin. Second place, Shania. And first place, Sophia. There we go. Boys 50-yard dash, 7 to 9. Third place, Oliver. Second place, Asher. First place, Bryson. There we go. The next group that I have is girls 50-yard dash, 10 to 11. Third place, Olivia. Second place, Ellie. First place, Kenzia. Boys 50-yard dash, 10 through 11. Third place, Charlie. Second place, Jackson. First place, Clark. Girls 100-yard dash, 10 through 11. Third place, Olivia. Second place, Ellie. First place, Kenzia. And boys, 10 through 11, 100-yard dash. Third place, Charlie. Second place, Jackson. First place, Clark. Next is softball throw, and I have boys 7 through 9. Third place is Asher. Second place is Luke, and first place is Silas. That's boys softball throw 7 through 9. Girls softball throw 7 through 9. Third place is Josie. Second place is Jocelyn. First place is Sophia. Next is girls softball throw, 10 through 11. Third place is Addie. Second place is Rayleigh. First place is Finley. Boys softball throw, 10 through 11. Third place is Canton. Second place is Xander. And first place is Jackson. Good job. We had a tug of war between 7, 8, and 9, and 10 and 11. And I know that's a little tough. And we weren't sure what would happen, but the 10 and 11s really won. So 10 and 11, we're gonna give them a round of applause for winning tug of war. And can all my teen helpers give the 10 and 11s 3 red tickets? All my teen helpers give the 10 and 11s 3 red tickets. We don't have ribbons for you, but we're gonna give you some tickets. All right, the last category that I have is the obstacle course. And they had the option to be timed as they ran through the obstacle course. It included dodging pretend landmines, and being attacked by enemy fire, which was just some teenagers with squirt guns, and carrying sandbags, and crawling under barbed wire, which was yarn, and something else. Oh, jumping hurdles made of pool noodles. So we got creative in our creation, and they had fun today. All right, obstacle course for the girls. This is 7 to 9. Third place was Emmy. Second place was Alexis, and first place was Kensley. Boys 7 to 9, obstacle course, boys 7 to 9. Third place was Colson, second place was Luke, and first place was Clayton. Go around, girls, good job. Girls obstacle course, 10 to 11. Third place was Evelyn. Second place was Olivia. First place was Rachel. Okay. Boys obstacle course, 10 through 11. Boys obstacle course, 10 through 11. Third place was Charlie. Second place was Jaron. And first place was Clark. All right, and that is all the ribbons I have. Boys and girls, if you could just do me a favor and check the name and make sure you got the right ribbon. And if anybody has some switch-ups that happen, come talk to me and we'll make sure you get the right ribbon, okay? I just want to say a big shout out to the teen helpers that are all over this room. You guys have amazing teenagers, and we were running around today in the heat, trying to measure who threw the farthest softball and trying to get all kinds of stuff put together. So can we just give the teen helpers a round of applause? Can we do a drawing? Or are we on time? Can we do a drawing for the teens? And we'll do a drawing teens tomorrow morning, okay?
Yes, we're going to do the drawing in the morning because we have gone a little late tonight, but that's okay. Don't forget, we're having glow party, glow around the pond. So grab your lawn chair, grab your, hold on, we're not leaving yet. Grab your glow sticks and we'll see you at the pond, okay? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to sing What a Mighty God We Serve, and then the prize store is open for a few minutes, okay? Stand up.